And welcome back to Philippine Schools Athletic Association powered by Solar Sports and NYBL Pilipinas. Welcome to the second game of the Aspirants Cup for today, Holiday Thursday. Live from the Aguo Sports Complex here in Pateros, Metro Manila. It's Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles versus Xavier School, Team B, Stallions. And for Ateneo, we got number 20, Enzo, Divina Gracia. Jude Ilen is there. We got number 4, Francis Castro. Domingo is also part of the starting five with man in the middle, Steph Bernarte. And for Xavier School, Ryan C., their man in the middle, also joined by number 28, Yui Vergara, number 23, Jordan Yang, number 37, Lucas Wee, and number 88, Tyrese Tang. First possession, Ryan C. Going to it's Xavier School Team B with Tyrese. Xavier inside to limiting for Steve, for Jordan Yang. Enzo, Divina Gracia. Coming to Domingo, Francis Castro. Back to Doming. Enzo bounce it off to Steph Bernarte, and getting pushed is Ryan C. And foul be called on number 2, Ryan C. Ateneo to Enzo, Divina Gracia. Doming with a miss coming from 3. Jordan Yang. Going to Ryan. Steph Bernarte is there. Whoops. A collision with Ryan. Thankfully, quickly back up on his feet. Going to Caleb Vergara for 3. That is Yui. Caleb Vergara. Ryan C. going to Jordan Yang. It's 3-2. Enzo to Doming. Bounce pass. Going to Francis Castro. Francis. Really close. Closing in was Lucas Wee. Causing that turnover. Yui Vergara going to Tyrese Tang. Tyrese inside. Win action. Miss there on the floor. We got Steph Bernarte. Jump ball. Possession going to the Blue Eagles. Jude Ilen. Getting back into this ball game, 4 minutes and 57. Great save by Xavier, but falls into the hands of Enzo and the rest of Ateneo. Ball taken away by Jordan Yang. Jordan going to Lucas Wee. Inside to Ryan C. Faces off against Jude Ilen. And we have a couple of substitutions. Paxton Tan and Tristan D coming in. Also, Rafa Cheng checking in for Xavier. At the free throw, Ryan C. And fouls call on number 2, Steph Bernarte. One for 2 for Steph Bernarte. Checking in for Ateneo. We have Spencer Saw and Migo Yoro. Going to Enzo, Francis, Jude. Inside the paint. Takes it up for 2. And lead is down to 4. Going to Rafa Cheng. Tristan D. Tyrese. Back into the hands of Ateneo. Enzo. Francis. To Chris Lavore. Spencer. Back to Spencer. Enzo. 15 seconds to go. Execute a shot. Chris Lavore makes a good run for it, but ball went overboard. And we have some substitution for Ateneo. Number 12, that is Caleb Wong. And for Xavier, I think it's Lucas Wee. Going to Lucas Wee. Tyrese Tang. Tyrese. Ball taken away by Ateneo. Nice tap away by Spencer Saw. Enzo. To Caleb Wong. Caleb turns around against 2 Xavier defenders. And Caleb. Basket and a foul for Caleb Wong. Xavier now with a possession following a miss from the free throw by Caleb. We got Jordan Yang straight away. And also a foul by Spencer Saw. Coming into the ball game, Jordan Kayabyab and Migo Yoro. And if I'm mistaken, Jordan Kayabyab was our best player last Tuesday. The free throw, Jordan Yang. A minute and 54 remaining in this first quarter. It's a 4-point lead for Team B of Xavier School. Stallions. Migo Yoro going to Jordan Kayabyab. Oh! Nobody's home for that pass. Rafa Cheng going to Tristan D. Back to Rafa. Great hustle being shown by Migo Yoro here. Rafa holding it together. Rafa Cheng again. Coming for the shot. A miss from Jordan Yang. Migo Yoro pops it in. Air ball. Turnover. Rafa Cheng. Rafa going to Lucas Wee. Lucas inside. Another turnover. Migo Yoro faces off against Lucas Wee. We got Caleb Wong. Caleb waits for the opportunity, but Tristan D is there. And for the foul, Tristan D called for the foul. And 2 free throws for Caleb Wong. Caleb Wong at the free throw at the 15-foot line. They're down by 4. Caleb miss on the second free throw. Ball back into the hands of Xavier. Jordan Yang. Oops. I think Chris Lavore will be called for this. Yes, pushing foul call on Chris Lavore. Taking on the 3. Rafa Cheng for 3 points, and that takes the lead to 7, 13-6. Coming in strong. Spencer Saw, thank you to Spal, the official game ball. Thank you to Prime Ascension Medical Supplies, Robinsons. Thank you as well to Luis Buco, Dominic's Diner, Eliza and Tony Beauty Product Trading. Thank you to Raw Creative, BBA Hoops, Dream Architect Design, Tokyo Drift Customs Apparel, City Hoops, Trophies and Medals, Talyer Auto Philippines, Maxi Travel and Tours by RJ Maximo, of course, Gotos. And at the end of our first quarter, it is a 5-point lead for Xavier School Team B Stallions, 13-8 of Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. And we will be right back.
Susi, wala nang iba, kasama ang barkada, laban para sa kinabukasan. Sa bawat tagumpay, bawat aral, tayo ang simula ng magandang bukas. Dito nagsisimula ang future natin. With every game a new world we're creating. Philippine School Athletic Association, building dreams, breaking limitations. Sa bawat score, bawat sweat at sakripisyo, we like the way we make it.
And let's get back to the ball game with 13-8, the advantage with Xavier School Team B Stallions. And you are watching the Philippine Schools Athletic Association building a brighter future, the first season of the Aspirants powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports, coming to you live from the Aguho Sports Complex here in Pateros. Coming to Rafa Cheng. Off to Jordan Yang. Back to Rafa. Rafa face off against Migo. Jordan Yang. Rebound by Chris Lavore. Miguel Meresen is into this ball game. Chris Lavore. Chris going to Miguel. Ateneo. Chris. And just when you thought it wouldn't be pulled off, Chris Lavore manages to get that basket through, despite and in spite the threats of the defender, that is Jordan Yang. And Chris Lavore going for the end one, and he gets it. Lead is down to 2, 13-10. And currently on our standings, Ateneo is ranked number 2 sa ating Aspirants Division. Miguel Meresen Going to Migo, Yoro. Back to Miguel. Miguel takes the three. Saved by Chris Delvore. Sorry, saved by Caleb Wong. Caleb bouncing to Jordan Kayabyab. That's 7 minutes and 47. And we have Paxton Tang and also Divini Gracia coming back, as well as Steph Bernarte for Ateneo. And that's replacing Caleb Wong. Ryan C. Tyrese. Tyrese against Chris Devore. Coming in for three. Miss from Yui. Caleb Bergara. And we got a foul. Call on Miguel Meresen. That's his first personal. Got 14 seconds to shoot. And not needing the 14 seconds, but he was fouled, Paxton Tan. And we see the return of Domingo to this ball game. And this early, of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Thank you to Spalding, our official game ball that's made for the game anytime, anywhere. Thank you to Robinson's Malls and Supermarkets, as Robinson's Novaliches is the venue of our 3x3 that will run until Sunday. So do check it out. I think registrations are still on for the 3x3. Thank you to Prime Ascension Medical Supplies. Thank you to Luis Buco, Doming's Diner, Eliza and Tony Beauty Product Trading since 2018. Thank you to Roar Creative, BBA Hoops, be the best athlete, Hoops Basketball. Thank you to Dream Architect Design. A very special good morning to Ma'am Daryl Subito Balmoria Garcia. And basket there from Chris Delvore. Thank you to, with an assist coming from Domingo. Thank you as well to Tokyo Drift Costumes Apparel, our official outfitter. City Hoops, trophies, and medals. Thank you to Talier Auto Philippines, Maxi Travel and Tours by RJ Maximo. And of course, providing us with a perfect thirst quencher earlier, Gotos Pro, proving that not only the best place to get a hot bowl of Gotos, but also those great thirst quenchers sa Malamig Gotos by Ma'am Shirlene Pinheiro. And I believe Ma'am Shirley is somewhere in the crowd. 6 minutes and 35. We have a timeout. PSAA powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. We'll be right back. Yeah, let's get back to the ball game. Second quarter action with 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Lead is what Xavier with a 1-point lead at 14-13, and a little bit of an upkeep needed at this point. And of course, coming from our gracious gentlemen, not minding to do a bit of the upkeep, our referees. And warning on Xavier for delaying the game. I think something spilled on the court. Okay. 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 14-13. Yes, it seems something has spilled. That's probably the sound we heard earlier of a thunder. And right after this ball game, by the way, we will have UPIS versus the Fighting Maroons versus Xavier School. Team A Stallions. Tyree Stang taking the three. And Enzo with a quick pickup. Going to Doming Ngo. Doming inside. Enzo. Here's Jude. Ilen. Ball goes to Xavier. For AJ Fedeliaga. To Tyree Stang. Tyrese. Caleb Vergara. Ryan C. Also a miss coming from Jordan Yang. Back to Ateneo with Jude Ilen. Doming to Jude. To Chris Lavore. And on the floor was Paxton Tan. Great intense defense there being shown by Paxton Tan, but Chris Lavore is simply just with slight advantage there at the last play. And Chris Lavore will be called for the foul. Chris is checking out with Caleb Wong checking back in. And 2 free throws for Ryan C. Ryan coming off the board for the first free throw. And 2 for 2 for Ryan C. Doming to Enzo. Doming. Bounce in to Caleb Wong. Back to Doming. Enzo Divina Gracia. Enzo back to Doming. Doming takes the three. Saved by Chris. Oh, by Steph Bernarte. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. 16-17. Advantage with the Blue Eagles. Stallions with Rafa Cheng going to AJ Fedeliaga. Turn short though for Tyree Stang. And I think it's a trip to the free throw for Tyree Stang with another substitution with Jordan Yang checking back in. Tyrese. Tyrese for 2 for 2. Lead is with Xavier, the young gentleman from Green Hills, San Juan, versus the young gentleman from Katipunan. And it's another turnover. Coming in strong. Oh, a little too strong for Caleb Vergara. Another turnover. Caleb, a chance to redeem himself. Not yet. Jude Ilen with a rebound. Going to Steph Bernarte. Here's Doming Ngo. Doming inside the paint. Flips it up. Rebound by Rafa Cheng. Rafa goes to Tyree Stang. 2 minutes and 42. Back to Rafa. Rafa hands it to Jordan Yang. Jordan to Caleb Vergara. Here comes Tyrese. And Tyrese for 2. 20-17. Doming Ngo brings it down. Jude Ilen from the side. Tap by Steph Bernarte. Falls into the hands of Xavier. Xavier now on the move. They got Tyrese. Tyrese against Enzo. Divina Gracia. There's Ryan C. Back to Tyrese. Tyrese against Enzo. Rafa Cheng waiting. Hands it over to Caleb Vergara. Back to Ryan C. Jordan Yang. 2 seconds remaining. And he flips it in for 3. Rafa Lago Cheng for 3. And off on the other side, Ateneo with Domingo getting fouled. And just a quick look at the foul situation. It's penalty already for Ateneo. 2 team fouls for Xavier. And number 2, Ryan C. will be called for the foul. They're down by 5. Domingo at the free throw. And a miss coming from the second free throw from Doming. But ball stays with Ateneo. Doming again. Going to Enzo. Instead, falls into the hands of Tyrese Stang. Tyrese out running everyone for the basket for Xavier School. Team B Stallions 25-18. Lead is at 7. With 1 minute and 16 remaining starting first half. And ball taken away from the hands of Caleb Wong. Tyrese Stang again. Tyrese keeps it alive. Jordan Yang on the attack. And another turnover with Jude Lin. Domingo. Lead is at 7. Jude to Enzo. Back to Doming. Enzo bounce pass to Steph. Steph sees Jude is free. Jude flops it from the side, from inside the paint. Back to Jude. Domingo for 3. Too strong. Rebound by Rafa Cheng. Rafa. 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. And traveling violation. We got a timeout called by Team Ateneo. 28 seconds to go. 25-18 in favor of Xavier School. And PSAA Season 1 powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. We'll be right back. And let's get back to the ball game with just 28.14 seconds remaining. Dito sa ating first half. It is a 7-point lead for Xavier School Team B. .28 seconds remaining. Domingo going to Enzo. Doming to Steph. Coming in for Jude. Miss on the basket. Jude with a rebound. Enzo Divina Gracia. Goes to Caleb Wong. Caleb straight up to Steph Bernarte. 25-20. Another timeout called here with 7.68 seconds remaining in our first half. And PSAA Season 1 powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports will be right back. And let's get back to the ball game with just 7.63 seconds remaining in the first half. In the first half of this second PSAA game for today. Xavier with a 5-point lead. Tyrese 2-1. And that is a bit anti-climb. Oh, sayang. That's the power of Tyrese, even at a very uncomfortable position, managing to almost get that basket. And that's the end of our first half with a score of 25 for Xavier School Team B Stallions, 20 naman for Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. And PSAA Season 1, the Aspirants Cup, powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. Will be right back.
Philippine School Athletic Association. Tayo ang pag-asa ng nasyon. Hindi lang medalya, hindi lang tropeo, ang tunay na panalo, ang pangarap ko't pangarap mo. Tara na, sabay-sabay tayo, let's make a future na kay ganda. Philippine School Athletic Association, building dreams, breaking limitations. Sa bawat score, bawat sweat at sakripisyo, we like the way we make it glow. Philippine School Athletic Association, tayo ang pag-asa ng nasyon. Tayo ang pag-asa ng nasyon. Building a brighter generation. Building a brighter generation. PSAA, yeah, we rise together. PSAA, dreaming higher, flying stronger. Sa bawat laban, bawat arangkada, tibay ng puso, di sumusuko. Sa court man o field, dala ang dangal, pangarap ay abot kamay, let's go. Dito nagsisimula ang future natin, with every game a new world we're creating. Philippine School Athletic Association, building dreams, breaking.
And welcome back to the Philippine Schools Athletic Association, building a brighter future, powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports, coming to you live from the Aguo Sports Complex here in Pateros. Quick thank yous to the Barangay Captain of Barangay Aguo, Barangay Captain Joben Gatpayat, and of course, ang pamunuan ng local government ng Pateros, headed by Mayor Gerald Herman and Vice Mayor Carlos Santos. And a quick shout out as well to the head of the Sports Development Division ng Pateros, Consi Erickson Bojic Raimundo. We got 9 minutes and 30, 25-20 is a score in favor of Xavier School Team B Stallions. Right after this, we will have Xavier School Team A Stallions versus the University of the Philippines Integrated School Fighting Maroons. Jordan Yang. Jordan. First basket for this third quarter, 27-20. Domingo. To Migo Yoro. Chris Javore. Chris double teamed. And ball gets in the hands of Paxton Tan. And at the other side, another basket for Rafa Cheng. Domingo to Migo Yoro. Jordan Yang for the rebound for Xavier. Long pass. But we have a whistle traveling. Seven minutes and 59. Migo Yoro. Migo inside. Lets it fly, but it's short. Kayla Vergara. Passing it on to Jordan Yang. Jordan to Kayla Vergara. Rafa inside. And Francis Castro with the rebound for Ateneo. 7 minutes and 11. Francis to Doming. And there's a foul, a traveling violation. Six minutes and 44. Turnover, here comes Doming for the basket. And we apologize for the spotty transmission that we are all experiencing right now, as some of the parts of this game might be missing from your Facebook viewing. But don't you worry, because they will all be posted on YouTube courtesy of Esports Graphics PH. That's Esports Graphics with an X PH channel for the full video of this game. We apologize. That is due to the spotty signal that we are experiencing at the venue. 5 minutes and 15. Going to Jordan Yang. Off to Kayla Vergara. Quick pickup by Lucas Wee. Paxton Tang. 33-24, a 9-point lead. Blue Shirts trailing by 9. Scratch that. It's trailing by 7. Courtesy of Migo Yoro with that basket. 26 for Ateneo, 33 for Xavier, Team B. 4 minutes and 33. Inside, another turnover. Francis Castro. 2 against 1, and he's on the floor. And coming in for Xavier School, we got AJ Fedeliaga and Ryan C, as well as Tristan D. For Ateneo, we see Jude Ilen checking back, Domingo and Chris Devore. Or is it Domingo who's just checking out? Chris Devore is just in conversation. Wala. $90 to shoot for Xavier. Their lead is at 6. A miss coming from AJ Fedeliaga. Jude Ilen. Migo. Corner to Francis Castro. Back to Spencer Saw. And Francis Castro. We can see UPIS checking to the venue with a new set of jerseys. Okay, it is readable. Okay. And Francis Castro at the free throw. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Thank you to our sponsors, of course. Thank you to Spalding, official game ball, AJ Fedeliaga. Another steal here by Ateneo. Ooh, and out of bounds. And that's a nice challenge there presented by Ryan C. on Judy Len. Thank you to our sponsors, Spalding, official game ball that's made for the game anytime, anywhere. Thank you to Robinson's Malls and Supermarkets, as Robinson's Novaliches is the venue of our 3x3 that is running until Sunday. And I believe you can still register if you have a little team. Well, do drop by. Our commissioner, Bot Arimado, is there. Thank you as well to Prime Ascension Medical Supplies, Luis Buco. Thank you to Doming's Diner, Eliza and Tony, Beauty Product Trading since 2018. Thank you to Roar Creative, BBA Hoops, Be the Best Athlete, Hoops Basketball, Dream Architect Design. Thank you. Thank you to Tokyo Drift Customs Apparel, our official outfitter. City Hoops, Trophies and Medals, Talyer Auto Philippines, Maxi Travel and Tours by RJ Maximo, and of course, Gotos by Ma'am Charlene Pinheiro. And wonderful Samalamig from Goto. So not only the perfect place to get a hot, nice bowl of Goto, but also a great thirst quencher. That is Samalamig by Gotos. Tristan D going to Tyrese Tang. Tristan coming off the corner. Air ball straight into the hands of Migo Yoro. 1:56. Our referees. And let's get back to the ball game with just 1:30 to go. Ryan C inside and another foul. One minute and 5 seconds remaining sa ating third quarter, 34-29. Every basket here highly contested by both teams. And remember, this is such a very important basket, very important ball game para sa Xavier. This is for confidence building as they slowly go up sa ranking ng ating Aspirants Division. For Ateneo, of course, to continue their supremacy as being number 2 in the standing ng ating Aspirants Division. But Team B has really, of Xavier School, has really come to their own in this tournament. 34 to 29, 26.62 seconds remaining. And after this, we'll have UPIS Integrated School, UP Integrated School. It's redundant, UPIS Integrated School. UP Integrated School Fighting Maroons versus Xavier School Team A Stallions. And for our final PSAA game for today, we got St. John's Wort Integrated School versus Mapua. That's Mapua H. That's Mapua Red Robins. Tyrese going to Caleb Vergara. Off on that to Lucas Wee. Coming inside and a basket from Lucas Wee. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Divina Gracia going for the 3. And a miss, but great effort from Jordan Kayabyab. And that is the end of our third quarter, 36 to 29. A 7-point lead for Xavier School Team B Stallions over the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. And PSAA, Building a Brighter Future, powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. We'll be right back.
Limitations sa bawat score, bawat sweat at sakripisyo. We like the way we make it glow. Philippine School Athletic Association. Tayo ang pag-asa ng nasyon. Teamwork ang susi, wala nang iba. Kasama ang barkada, laban para sa kinabukasan. Sa bawat tagumpay, bawat aral, tayo ang simula ng magandang bukas. Dito
And let's get back to the ball game with 36 to 29, a 7-point lead for Xavier School Team B Stallions over Ateneo de Manila University, live from the Aguho Sports Complex here in Pateros. This is the Philippine Schools Athletic Association, powered by Solar Sports and NYBL Pilipinas. Jordan Yang starting things off for Xavier, going to Ryan C. Inside against 3. Oh, sweet for Ryan C. Here's Enzo to Jordan Kayabyab. Follow-up shot from Francis Castro. Here's Rafa Cheng. Going to Ryan C. Ryan against Jordan. Caleb to Paxton. There's a fadeaway shot. Not this time for Rafa. Jordan Kayabyab goes inside. And there's a foul on Jordan. And Jordan Kayabyab at the free throw. Eight minutes and 48 38 to 32. A 6-point advantage for Xavier School Team B. Bounce inside to Paxton. Turnover Enzo Divina Gracia against Rafa Cheng. Francis Castro against Caleb. Hoping for a nice drop off to Chris Lavore. Lavore keeps it steady, hands it to Judy Len, and finally to Enzo Divina Gracia with a miss. Yui, Caleb Vergara takes the ball for Xavier. Back to Vergara. C to Rafa Cheng. 19 seconds to shoot. Inside and a turnaround. Francis takes the ball away from Xavier. 7 minutes and 30. Divina Gracia to Elen. Castro. Back to Divina Gracia. Elen and then to Castro again for 3. Too much. And substitution, as we see Tristan D checking in for Yui Caleb Vergara and Doming Ngo coming back into this ball game. Xavier, lead is still at 6. We hardly had any movement when it comes to our scoreboard, and at least a minute of this ball game, of this fourth and final quarter. Another turnover. We got Migo Yoro checking back in for Ateneo, as well as Lucas Wee for Xavier. Going to Doming. 6 minutes and 28 seconds. Migo Yoro having a hard time. Dribbling violation. Tyrese. Going to Ryan C. Back to Tyrese for 3. Tyrese, dang. Domingo to Enzo. Migo inside to Chris Lavore against 4. And Chris Lavore brings them to 34. Lead is at 7. 5 minutes and 39 remaining in this ball game. Here comes Rafa Cheng. Straight up missed. Doming with the rebound. To Migo instead, taken away by Tyrese. Tyrese waits for Ryan C. And Ryan C on the floor. Oops. I think Domingo. No, sorry, not Doming. And I think a call for the medic, for our medic on call, Brian, has been made. So he will be approaching our Atenean player. And Enzo Divina Gracia, thankfully, back on his feet, but he is in pain. So he will need to sit it out, hopefully for not too long. And I can see, I think for 2 free throws. Miss on the first by Ryan. 5 minutes and 10 remaining. Thank you once again to our sponsor, Spalding official game ball that's made for the game anytime, anywhere. And watching on the gestures coming from our Medigon call, Brian, I think he was kneed, of course, unintentionally by Ryan C. And hopefully, Divina Gracia will be back in this ball game. Thank you as well to Robinson's Malls and Supermarkets, Prime Ascension Medical Supplies, Luis Buco, coming for 3, a short one for Jude Ilin. Thank you to Doming's Diner, Eliza and Tony, Beauty Product Trading Philippines since 2018. Oh, sayang. Roar Creative, thank you. Thank you to BBA Hoops, Be the Best Athlete Hoops Basketball, Dream Architect Designs. Thank you to Tokyo Drift Customs Apparel, our official outfitter, City Hoops Trophies and Medals. Thank you to Talyer Auto Philippines, Maxi Travel and Tours by RJ Maximo, and of course Gotos by Ma'am Sherlene Pinheiro. 4 minutes and 39. Chris Javore. Lead is at 7. Oh, sayang. That was beautiful pa naman. Kay from Jordan Yang. And sliding himself there. Intense defense coming from Doming Ngo. Or is it Chris Lavore? And a substitution as Steph Bernarte gives Chris Lavore a well-deserved break. Oh, it's Doming Ngo who actually slid. But it's okay. Four minutes and 21. Migo. Basket. No go for Caleb Wong. With 4 minutes and 10 seconds, could Ateneo be looking at their second loss in this tournament? Yes, just had to check with our director Jordan. Yes. Could Ateneo be looking at their second loss in this tournament? That really kicks the ranking wide open with a second loss in case for Ateneo. At Ateneo with Jude Ilin. They're down by 7. 3 minutes and 49. Doming Ngo. Doming takes the 3. Boom! For Doming Ngo. Tyrese going to Ryan C. Tyrese Tang. Oh! And we have a foul. 3 minutes and 25. And by the way, we are here at the Agua Sports Complex and joined by our PSAA Commissioner, Robert De La Rosa, and Deputy Commissioner Dan Caballero. And Jude Ilin with another basket. And just like that, that 7-point lead is now down to 2. The determination of Ateneo, hating that possibility of a second loss in this tournament, has driven them into overtime or into overdrive. While for Xavier School, wondering what has happened. A lead that was once upon a time 7 is now down to 2 with Jude Ilin at the free throw, who could even chop this down further to just 1. And the ball taken by Ryan C. And we have another timeout call by Xavier School, Team B Stallions, and the Philippine Schools Athletic Association, powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. Will be right back. And let's get back to the ball game with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. And with that lead that was 7 not too long ago, it's now down to just 2. Still in favor of Xavier School. Team B, Rafa Cheng going to Ryan C. Ryan against Steph Bernarte. Going back to Rafa. Whoops. And traveling. That is a mistake that could hurt Team Xavier Stallions. Domingo to Jude. Elen back to Doming. Migo. Migo bouncing in to Steph Bernarte. Steph facing 3. Last touch. Last touch on the yellow. Doming with all important inbound as the lead is down to 2. We got Tyree Stang checking back into this ball game. Migo Yoro coming in from the side. A miss from Doming, but a putback from Caleb Wong. And we are tied at 41-41 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Rafa Cheng. Rafa going to Jordan Yang. Yang inside the last 2 minutes. Paxton. Ryan blocked there by Jude. And the Ateneo crowd has been clapping and completely in support of their team right now. 41-41. And we just saw a disappointment on the face of Paxton Tang as he stepped out. Takes a bit of a breather. And a turnover, shot clock violation. Jude going to Enzo. Enzo is back in the ball game, so that's great news. Doming picks it up, drop pass, and another shot clock violation back to back here. Defense is really as strict. As strict as it could be called. 1 minute and 26 to go, all tied still. And when it comes to fouls, Xavier already in penalty. Ateneo, 2 team fouls. And PSAA Season 1, powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. Will be right back. And let's get back to the ball game with just 1 minute and 26 seconds to go. Coming up right after this is Xavier School Team A Stallions versus the University of the Philippines Integrated School Fighting Maroons. Caleb Vergara, we're tied at 41. Here's Jordan Yang. Rafa Cheng faces off against Enzo. A minute and 17. 4 to shoot. 3, 2, 1. They gotta let it go. And another shot clock violation. We have had 3 back-to-back-to-back shot clock violations from these two teams. That is how pressure-filled this moment is right now. In this fourth quarter, we are still at 41-41. A minute and 12 to go. Anybody's ball game. Ateneo at the risk of getting their second loss in this tournament. Xavier, Team B, out to prove that they are so much better and just keeps on getting better in this tournament. Enzo going to Doming. Doming to Jude. Jude to Francis inside. Francis looks for Jude. Back to Doming. Cook to Enzo. Oh, to Steph Bernarte. Goes to Enzo. But there's a traveling violation. Woo-hoo. It is one after the other. Some technicalities, quote unquote. I'm just going to put it. Shot clock violation, traveling violation. And we are still at 41-41. Tyrese Dang. Tyrese to Caleb Vergara. Ryan. Jordan Yang travels. See, it's all these technical calls here. And no foul has been given up by both teams. It really all boils down to defense. It's defense, defense, defense. 35 seconds, 41-41. I think we're going to get down into that moment of who gets to sink a basket. Doming, Ngo, Jude, Ilin. Coming in for 3 for Enzo! Divina Gracia for 3. It was a long wait for both teams. And more importantly for Ateneo, getting that lead now 44-41 with 20 seconds to go. Whew, we all need a breather. So PSAA Season 1 powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. Will be right back. And let us get back into this ball game. The Philippine Schools Athletic Association building a brighter future, powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. 20 seconds on the board, a 3-point lead following that 3-point shot from Enzo Divina Gracia for Ateneo. 41 naman para sa Xavier School Team B. Penalty na ang Xavier. 2 team fouls pa lamang ang Ateneo, and that steal coming from Jude Illen off that inbound that was intended for Caleb Vergara. And I think that's gonna seal this deal with 5-point lead. Going to Rafa Cheng, and Steve Bernarte is there. Back to Rafa. Rafa takes the 3. 2 seconds, and I think this is it. Ateneo keeping that slate of 1 loss. Congratulations, and congratulations as well, of course, to head coach Jeff Mangubat, assistant coaches Alex Kaluing and Monroe Cuson. Congratulations to Ateneo de Manila. And our Maxi Travel and Tours best player of this ball game. Our Maxi Travel and Tours best player of this ball game. Waiting for the announcement. Deliberated right in the deliberations. Here we go. And our best player of this ball game, number 71, well-deserved, Chris Llavore. Congratulations. And when we come back, we got the University of the Philippines Integrated School Fighting Maroons versus Xavier School There it is on your screen versus Xavier School, Team A. That is next on our agenda here at Aspirants Cup of the Philippine Schools Athletic Association, powered by NYBL Pilipinas and Solar Sports. So don't you go anywhere.
Sisimula ang future natin with